I think I'll have multiple sclerosis for the rest of my life, but I'm not going to let it define me. Okay, so basically, yes, I fell down again. I shouldn't be smiling, but I don't know how to keep a serious face. For those of you who don't know, I'm on Ocrevus. I've been on it for about, honestly, I don't even know. I've been on it since 2017, so like, it was around, I think it was either November or December. I've had 4 infusions so far, and basically it's just an infusion where I have to stay at Sunnybrook for the entire day and just get the infusion. But prior to getting my infusion, I have to do an MRI. So I actually have an MRI coming up very soon, actually. I think it's September 27th. And then I have my 5th, or is it my 4th or my 5th? I think it's my 5th infusion on October 7th. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'll tell you guys why. I've mentioned in one of my videos, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I have, where I talked about how during my 5th month of not being on an infusion or receiving the infusion, I noticed that my body kind of like relapses again. And it's a little hard because I could actually feel myself going back to the person who I was when in 2017. And it's really hard because in 2017, that was a really hard year for me, but it was also hard because I wasn't aware of anything. So everything was just new to me, and because it was new to me, everything just seemed a bit harder, right? Obviously. So I do kind of remember mentioning how in one of my videos, how I told my nurse about how I feel after my 5th month of receiving the infusion. And guys, I don't feel good. During my 5th month, I honestly feel like the infusion just wears off. Like, literally, that's the best way to describe it to you guys. And at this very moment, I can walk, but I am having even more of a difficulty walking, and especially with my double vision, because right now it's not that great. Eating vegan has 100% helped me, but I'm still trying to work on the next step and trying to work on some other things I can try out. But sometimes it does get hard because I'm in school and there's just a lot going on. And I'll figure it out soon, but when I do, I'll let you guys know. But the one thing I can say is I cut out processed foods for the most part, and I'm noticing an improvement already with my bladder. Like, I still have the urgency to go to the bathroom and pee here and there, but in terms of my stool, I don't have as much issues at this very moment, and I think it's because of the processed foods. And I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing and just learn to do more things as days go on, because I want to reverse this. I want to continue to do better, and I want to one day reverse everything if I can. Even when I mentioned to my nurse how I feel like during my 5th month of not receiving the infusion, I feel even more like unable to do things, she was telling me how interesting it was that I even said that, because a lot of her patients say that too. And I was like, oh my god, this is just another thing that's just not in my head. So just that part was just a little interesting, because I don't know, maybe this drug just doesn't last for 6 months, maybe it's just for 4. But I'm gonna talk to my nurse about this because, I don't know, I just want to know more. But basically what happened was yesterday when I was walking through Warden Station, it was on the ground, like it wasn't even pavement, so it's like pretty much tiles, right? Not even tiles actually, I guess you could just say the floor. And it was hard, and I was walking, and it's so crazy because it always happens every time I think about when I'm gonna fall down. Because I was actually thinking about how it's my 5th month right now where I haven't received my infusion, but I was like, I wonder when I'm gonna realize that things are just not going my way. And I fell on the floor. It just really sucked because for me, guys, I've come to the point where because I fall down all the time, or most of the times, it's not embarrassing to me anymore. Like, even when people stare at me, or even when people don't even help, I'm just like, I can get up on my own because I can do this on my own, and I have been. But this year I've been having Zach help me out. I've come to the point, because it's my 5th month of not being on my infusion, my body just feels so weak, if I to be completely honest with you. And it's come to the point where I literally have to look at my feet when I walk now, or at least for another month, because I don't know, I'm just trying to pay attention to the way my feet are when I'm walking, because I don't lift my feet when I walk. Maybe I'm having all these trips and falls because I'm not lifting my feet when I'm walking, and I'm just walking and I fall down, and it is hard. I mean, when I fell down, I didn't bruise too bad. Like, it bruised a little bit and it still hurts. My entire body hurts, if I can be honest with you. But I'm getting through it, and I think the next thing I need to work on is practicing to walk. And literally the other day, this is what I searched up. I literally searched up how to walk and how to lift your feet, because guys, I can't feel my feet. Like, my feet feels numb. Both of my feet feel numb. I've mentioned before how the left side of my body feels numb for the most part, but my right side is able to do more things. But at this very moment, I feel like the right side of my body isn't really performing as well as it was before, and it sucks. At this point, I wasn't even embarrassed. At this point, I was just like, okay, it's just another day, let me just get back up, because it's going to happen again eventually. And I got up. It was interesting, because during the process of me falling down, once again, I heard other people screaming as if they've never seen anyone fall down. But to me, it was like, I do this all the time, so it's like, it's not new to me. And a lot of people were very frazzled, but also only one person helped me, but you know what? One person goes a long way, and that person did make my day for even picking up my book for me, because I was holding my book on the tattoo list of Auschwitz. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I really love that book. I didn't get to finish it, so I was reading it yesterday, and I ended up dropping that book, so that was nice. And the other people were just frazzled. A lot of people are just frazzled with me. I think it's because I'm tiny, so when I fall down, I look like I've passed out. When the guy gave me my book, guys, I couldn't even rotate my hand, like my left hand, like I couldn't even move it, and I couldn't even move my fingers to even grab the book from him. So I literally had to use my right hand to take the book, because my left hand literally felt like it was broken. Like, I couldn't move it. The left side of my body just was not functioning. It was really interesting, because I couldn't even move my fingers to grab the book from him. So when I was grabbing my book, I was trying to move my shoulder like this, because I couldn't move my arm entirely. As if my body was just like thrown around with, that it just felt like it couldn't move. And it was kind of scary thinking about it, but I held it together, because I was like, you know what, Pri, this is going to happen a lot of the times, and you're going to be okay with it, and I know I will, but it is what it is, right? But this time around, like, I'm able to handle things. Like, I don't cry about things, really, or if I do, I'll cry for a minute, and then I'll just be like, okay, Pri, you're going to get your shit together, because crying is not going to get you anywhere. And literally, guys, this is the talk I have with myself. And yes, I talk to myself when I go through these situations, because sometimes you just don't want to talk to anyone about it. You just want to keep your emotions to yourself, and I think that's okay, as long as you talk about it, even if it's to yourself. I find that helps. And yeah, my mom's walked in on me talking to myself a few times, but that's okay. So basically, I'm just not going to be upset. Like, I've already established that from time. Like, I'm not going to be upset about the things that I can't do. I'm not going to be upset about things that I trip on, or I'm not going to be upset about falling down, or if my vision is shaking, or whatever, because it is what it is at this point, right? Like, I am helping myself with my diet, especially, but I think I should also be helping myself by practicing to walk And I'm actually going to start doing this on Monday when I get time, where I'm going to practice how to walk and lift my feet, because I feel like I need to do this. I just wanted to share that with you guys, because yesterday when I got home, I was trying to figure out how to help myself, and literally I came across practicing to walk in my backyard and literally on the grass, because I tend to trip. And it's annoying because my class is downtown and a lot of people push downtown, and usually when people push me I end up falling down. I can't keep myself up sometimes. I'm just not going to be upset when I can't do something that other people around me can, and I'm not going to be upset about even having multiple sclerosis, because it's just never really upset me before. Literally, having this disease having this disease has literally taught me to be mindful of my surroundings. Sometimes when I need to sit on the bus, I just don't sit, because I know that there's going to be someone who walks in the same bus who's going to need to sit more than I do. And guys, it's just come to the point where I'd rather take the fall over someone else, because I know I'll be able to handle it, but I don't know if other people can, or maybe they can, I don't know, but at the same time, I'd rather just take the fall for them. And when I say that, I'm talking about just falling down or even just tripping when the bus makes a sudden stop. I hate those moments. It's so annoying. Like, why do bus drivers do that? I don't know. That's pretty much it to my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Check out my blog and follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.